All righty, this is Dr.J, Spike and Kamal, streaming live from various locations in Long Island, New York, and Westchester County.
On Westchester County.
Yeah,
How was the drive to Westchester?
I'm over in Westchester. Beautiful day here. Beautiful
Oh
in
yeah,
Long Island too, right?
I mean you
Yeah,
can
it's
see all
about,
the sun coming in.
about
It's
50.
cold and windy. It's cold and windy today.
It was cold. It was cold and windy, but bright.
Well,
Crisp.
I sat outside for a little while. It was a little windy. All right, so I wanted to look at some charts, Carvana for one, because it was requested. I looked at it myself, and the weekly shows a very bullish structure, an expanding wedge. So I figured let's take a look at that. I
Very
also
confusing considering the rest of the cars,
I forget
electric
I
cars.
forget I forget I forget who asked for it. Somebody in the last show.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Somebody did mention it.
And I don't love the fundamentals because there's a million copycats. Car Guru, a bunch of them, right? Havana has no
But
mo.
they don't have that. They don't have that big building with the glass in it that makes it look like
Yeah, but they don't have
The thing is, used cars now are way overpriced. I mean, they're selling above market value, above book value. So
But that was from COVID, and I'm
it's
surprised that's
still,
even continuing.
it's still. I mean, cars are really expensive.
I guess
and
nobody wants to buy a new car anymore.
your new cars is real sticker shock, right?
I guess
Yes.
What did you think of that video I sent you with the robo cab from Waymo?
I haven't watched it yet.
I
Go
don't watch.
watch it. It's a Jaguar that showed up to pick up someone in San Fran
Uh huh.
and gave him a robo ride. No driver pulls up.
Robo riding the Jaguar. Wow.
Yeah, and you felt
How many
like
kids did it kill on the way home?
what's that?
How many kids did it kill on the way home?
Didn't kill anybody.
Oh, okay, good. That's
It,
a plus.
it seemed very smooth. You felt like you were in the car. It was really well done.
Oh, so then maybe all those automatic driving stocks that I'm still holding from a million years ago will finally turn around.
Well,
They're
Google,
they're they're, they're delivering pizza nowadays with self-driving cars.
What happened?
Google,
Yeah.
They're delivering pizza
Oh, delivering. That's right. That's right.
with self-driving cars. There is like a key code that you put in at the door, and you open the door, you pick up your pizza.
sounds good.
Yeah,
It's like a
but you
drone.
have
It's like a
it
drone, but
doesn't take it doesn't
on
bring it to
wheels.
your door. You have to go to the door of the car.
Guess how
Right.
much that Jaguar modified by Waymo costs?
I'd say about $200,000.
Did you see the video?
No, I have not.
That was
Not yet.
exactly right.
How come you make good estimates when we make really good estimates, but not when we buy the stocks?
Yeah.
Cars we know, stocks we don't.
Alexis joined us today for the show.
Hello, Alexis.
So yeah, so I found that a very interesting video. I should put the link down in the description. Maybe I will.
Sounds good.
So anyway, let me get to the charts before people get annoyed that we're not getting to the charts.
Oh, they have the forward fast button.
Do we care if people get annoyed or not?
You
I
mean
tell you,
with all of our, what was it? What did they call us? Dog poop in
I
between
don't,
our good stuff.
I don't care what anybody says. We're making tons of money, right?
They used the word dog. This was like 2.5 years ago, and I'm still holding on to it. And the
Somebody
guy
said,
was like, they have some good things to say, but it's right in the middle of a whole bunch of dog poop.
well, people don't like talking about the Charge and Light Brigade.
Oh yeah, right. Or football or baseball.
Yeah, football or baseball. Speaking of which, have you caught any of the spring training games?
Nope. I'm still moaning over not having football and prepping up for March Madness,
Yeah, March Madness. I'm watching a little college basketball.
just so I know who to start rooting for.
Roblox can't break that $40 mark, right? Looking at
Eventually
it.
it will, right? After all these years, kids are still using it.
Yeah. All right,
Because
let's.
you know why? Because it's addictive.
Oh, okay.
They also
You
play.
like Facebook?
What's that other game they're playing? Fortnite or whatever it is.
Yeah, Fortnite.
Is fun? Is Fortnite still a thing?
Fortnite stole all the kids from Roblox. I think that's what happened.
Uh,
So what am I looking at? Carvana?
you got a good list here. You got Carvana, ionq, IBM, qbts,
I think I put down.
and then all the Bitcoin plays.
Are we going to be able to get to all of them? I don't know.
Well,
Get to a few of them.
not if Kamal and I keep interrupting.
I don't
I,
care.
I don't interrupt as much. I listen. I'm a good listener.
I'm making too much money to care.
I listen. I listen with my mouth.
This is a beautiful chart on the weekly. So let me switch to the weekly. You can see it's a nice chart on the daily, but the weekly is something interesting. So let's go to the weekly. Couple of years, 2 years. Okay, so if we draw the bottom, all right, how did I draw this?
So you sort of have a cup and handle thing going, don't you?
No, what I saw was an expanding wedge. That's what I saw. Um, let's see. I got the line, right? So if I do the lower trend line first, that would be roughly that. And the upper trend line would be roughly
I see.
Doesn't look like an expanding wedge. But what I drew the other day was an expanding wedge. So I don't know what I did differently. Maybe I started it here.
Yeah, you probably started it back earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you picked a good starting spot.
All right. So now it looks quite bullish. So these things can go on for a long time. These expanding wedges, and you notice both trend lines are up. So even when it comes down to the lower trend line, as long as it doesn't go through it, it's very bullish. And if it goes through the upper trend line, it's a breakout. It'll run.
Which two lines crossed here? Which two average lines crossed?
It looks like the 100 week with the 50 week. That's a positive cross. 50 cross.
Yes, you see what happened when they crossed? It just
Shot up.
yeah.
So I'm quite bullish this name from the chart. Not so bullish from the fundamentals because I don't care for the business model. I still don't understand buying and selling cars through the internet. Plus, it has no moat. There's Car Guru and a million other companies, right? Besides Carvana. And there's no protection. There's no patent. There's no, where's the moat? You can have competitors,
Right.
unlimited number.
It's not something to be invested in for the rest of your life, I guess.
Yeah, so it looks good for now, but if it crosses below the bottom trend line, I would get out. If I were in, I would get out. I was thinking of actually taking a position in this because of the chart, even though I'm not crazy about the business model. But
You could write one or two more periods.
yeah, I mean, if it comes down to the lower trend line, it would be about 36 and change. That's significant, but it would probably double again.
Is that
The
double?
thing is, even between the two trend lines is 36 points. It's a lot. the high of the day, the high of the week here is 83.37, and on the 100 day moving average is 30, something like that.
Hmm.
So from 30 to 77, it's huge. Huge between the two trend lines. So this is if this is a ping pong ball, you could make money shorting and going long.
Right.
You catch
Right now,
the catch the
you're recommending a short now, which
you,
is
you catch the ping and then you go along the pong or the other way around.
right, the yin and the yang.
The yin and the yang, the ping and the pong. It looks like an attractive stock to play both ways.
Right, because it hit the upper channel and it went down today.
Yes.
Was rejected.
I don't know if it was today because we're at the weekly, but yeah,
Right.
Right.
at some point it was. But it's certainly an interesting swing type trade, or play puts and calls, whatever. It's got a lot of
Alex,
room.
yeah, I'm sorry. Alex is requesting IOVance if you ever get a chance.
What is the symbol?
IOVA.
Yeah, that one has been moving.
It's been moving but moderating now.
Uh-huh. This is still the weekly. I don't like this weekly candle, do you?
Yeah, it looks better if you get more information out of the daily.
Well, not really, because it hit the 50-week moving average, the 200-week moving average, and look how it was repelled significantly from the high of 18.23 to the close at under $16. That's a pretty nice give back of like 3 points, 15%. So this was very telling. I mean, it probably will continue down further. I just don't know how much further. Maybe the middle of this red green candle, at least.
Oh, it's about 12.
Yeah, there's 11. I can't see 1360, something like that. So I would be looking for further weakness here. Let's take a quick look at the daily.
Yeah, you're right.
So today was the ugliness. The ugliness was today.
The middle of that candle looks like
Yeah.
a possibility.
Right. So the middle, yes. In fact, maybe even the lower part of it, maybe even right here from the high of the day before. You see, let's put that in. Of course, our opinions are strictly our own. We're not investment advisors. We don't give advice. Well, our only advice is to check with an advisor before acting, right? Isn't that true?
A spouse even better than an advisor.
Or a dog. I like dogs. You know, you can get one bark is yes, two barks is no, and three barks means maybe.
$3 means I want to go out. Stop
Yeah,
looking at the
three
stock
barks
market. Yeah.
means take me out now.
Yeah. Right. It's an emergency.
Yeah, so I'm looking at like the low 13. What is that? The low 13, 1330.
Okay.
It also coincident with the 12-day moving average. So that's how I see
It might
it.
be worth at that point. It might be worth picking up because there is an uptrend on this.
Yeah, a big uptrend. So
Yeah.
these things are yo-yos. So I hate BioDrec.
Yes, it's
I only own two, IBRX and Sava, and I question why I'm in IBRX. Gambling. Gambling, man, on bladder approval, bladder drug.
right.
Look at how low it went just the other day. What is that, Monday? This is Monday's candle or Friday's? I don't know.
Which one is this? ibrx?
The big
Yeah,
one.
I saw that. It kind of crashed that day.
Yeah, that's 223. That would be Monday,
Last week, 23
Friday's candle.
Friday.
Friday's candle.
But you see what it stopped, right? Wow.
Right at the 100. Yeah, this is a daily, and it's come back. I mean, it really crashed. I mean, I guess there was some big whale selling, or who knows? I don't know what caused the crash, but it's come back nicely. Each and every day, it's been moving back up. So I'm holding. Hope, pray for the best on this one, right? I'm mildly optimistic, but not more than that. I have a small position, so I'd probably keep it. I was thinking of unloading it today, a small gain. All right, anyway, Sabra is my other biodrec. Should we look at that one?
Might as well. We haven't looked at that one in a little while. I think I just recently bought in a little bit, just to average.
It's looking good in terms of the bottom. The bottom looks like, it's pretty good. I think the bottom is in. It's a Professor Spike bottom with many hits.
Yeah. But
Maybe it's a Kamal bottom. I'm not sure. But it has quite a few hits. The bottom is in at about here. What is here?
20.
My eyeglasses need to be improved. I can't.
Like 2190 something. It was.
21,
It's a little 20. It's right. 2192.
I saw 2167, but whatever.
Right.
So the bottom is in.
And it hasn't topped 30 in a while.
I think without much in the way of resistance, it could get at least to the 50.
So that's about 20. All right, yeah, about $24. 24.37.
At 50 is that what it is?
Yeah.
50. I don't know why I don't trust you. 24.35. I should trust you. All right. So anyway, this is a Kamal swing trade, right?
It's because I round. That's why you don't trust.
I swung it, made about 1,000.
All right.
Nice.
In and out in the day. Maybe you go back in for another couple of points. That's not my cup of tea, but yeah.
But some stocks, I would like to hold it long term. Some stocks just hold it for a couple of days. That's
right. Well, BioDrec, you're better off holding for a couple of days, but I'm holding it long term. Going against.
Are you gonna boast about your micro strategies?
Yeah, but people don't appreciate what I say.
We do. I do.
Well,
but they misinterpret.
I ignored every time you mentioned it. I ignored you.
How do people not understand what I said the last time we met? This is going to 1,000 before NVIDIA and SMC.
That's right. Now you did say that explicitly. You said this was going to be the first one to hit 1,000.
Yeah. So how do people twist that around?
Is it people or one person?
I didn't twist you. I just didn't act on it.
Dr.J, is it people or just one person?
Well, just one person.
That's it. So don't worry about it.
All right. I won't worry about it. This is an amazing move up. Totally. I didn't expect it, but within a day.
3 days, you got it.
I think the next day it made 1,000. We're close to it.
Professor Spike, do you see those gaps?
Yes.
Okay.
So I sold. I have to confess.
That's all I see.
I sold 10% at about 980.
See, I could not do that. So sell 10%. I would sell like all of it.
You would go for the big cash register.
Yeah, just all of it,
and then pick it up pick it up again around 800.
Right.
I'm not sure that I'm going to sell anymore. I may hold at this point. Look, I'm looking for Bitcoin to hit at least 70,000. So this has got a ways to go if that's true. Let's look at Bitcoin. BTC. What is the symbol? US dollar. Bitcoin gave back a little today? No. 61, it's actually up 1%. It was higher. It looks beautiful. Let's look at the weekly on this one. The Bitcoin.
No, you have to. You're still daily on this.
Yeah, I want to go to the weekly.
Right. So
Let's go to 5 years.
Right.
How
Now
about
you
5
got-
years? 5 years weekly.
Yeah, now you got it. Now you can
This,
see that nice candle.
there's no reason why we shouldn't reach.
And come out magically, all those gaps disappeared. Come on.
At this point, it's gone through the little resistance I saw here at 59,000. So I see no reason why it shouldn't make a new all-time high. So I got to draw that in. All-time high for Bitcoin coming next week. Why not? This thing, the way this thing moves, what's $6,000? Not much. It could do, what would it take? $8,000 new high. Why not? Who doubts that it can't do that in 1 week? Nobody. It can definitely do it. At that point, I might sell another 10% of MicroStrategy. But I might hold on to all my IBIT.
Right.
Those are the only two Bitcoin holdings that I have. Kamal, you want me to look at both?
Well, that's right. That's another.
So let me make it clear where I think Bitcoin is going to new highs. I think MicroStrategy is going up higher. I won't say where.
Now, why hasn't Marathon shared in the good news?
What's that?
MARA. How come that hasn't shared in the good news?
Because it's a freaking miner.
Gotcha.
But let's take a look at it. I think it has shared. Today was down.
Yeah. 16% if you notice.
I don't know why, but I don't like the miners because the halving is going to hurt them. Common sense. They're only going to be able for the same.
Yeah, no, the halving has made the news now too. They've actually mentioned it.
I've been saying this for the longest time. I don't
Right.
know.
I thought it was a continuous thing. I didn't know it was a discrete day that they did that.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure myself whether it's all immediate or not, to be honest. But the mine, whatever, it's not to the benefit of the miners.
No, I mean it's the whole point. The whole point is that like I said, with Moore's law, the overall work should be about equal.
Yeah, well, I guess so. If you get improvements,
If you cut the reward in half, but you count.
No, I agree. If you get improvements like with quantum computing, something like that.
Yeah.
Sure.
So half is not unfair to the miners.
Yeah, but also the price of Bitcoin, if it doubles, then you're the same thing.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be a more discrete cap on the supply.
Yeah, look, this marathon was 30 when Bitcoin was 30,000. So Bitcoin is 60,000. It should still be 30, right?
Interesting.
But it's not. It's actually
Very interesting point.
Did all the miners go down today? Let's look at Wolf.
Yeah, it went down, but I think it went down to a support level. That's why I want to ask you.
You got a lot of these arrows around.
Well, why don't I do an undraw?
Yeah, or clear drawings, right?
Clear.
There you go. It's hard to see what's going on there. You still because you're still on 5 years, 1 week.
No, I just need like 6 months.
There you go.
Or maybe 3 months.
Well, it's definitely a buy it when it hits a little bit lower. You could buy it now. It's just above the 200. I think
that's what I did. I bought it end of day today.
Yeah.
Smart.
I bought tons actually. Like,
I wish you luck. You've been lucky with this one before, so
yes.
maybe you'll get lucky with it again. You've been very much on lately in all your trades, so hopefully it continues. Kamal has been swinging not both ways, but he's been swinging in and out. I didn't mean that in a bad way, Kamal.
Yeah,
It's
there's
okay.
anything wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with swinging.
Well, you know what I meant. Swing trading. Okay. So it was
So
down.
you see,
That's gonna be good.
the support. Could you draw a line like a
It
horizontal?
was down significantly, 10% on a day when Bitcoin was up. That's not good. But all the miners were like this. All the miners. There you have the downtrend, and you have the uptrend. So that would come in here.
So Dan's actually saying some nice stuff about Sava.
Sava, which Dan? Dan A?
Dan Zimmerman.
Dan Zimmerman. Okay.
So we
Dan A
looked
is,
at it already. I mean, it was just since we were talking about it.
yeah. I don't know which way this is going to break, but I like the fact that you closed just above the 200.
But do you see where you have it right there? It looks like a support level just below that, a little lower.
Yeah, the 200.
Yes, right there.
I agree. You could see some back and forth, which would make you
Yeah,
happy.
and I wouldn't panic if it went under for a little while.
Yeah,
Look,
I'm not. Again, this is another swing.
I think this trend line holds at least until let's say time-wise, until March, middle of March.
Right.
So you can catch a bounce up to the upper trend line,
Yep, that's what I'm counting on.
say around 245, Kamal.
What's a block? A block is like 10,000 shares, right?
A block is like a 20th of a mile.
Okay, fine. You went way off, man.
All right. Anyway, I think a block is of arbitrary big size.
It's not standard. It's not 100.
I thought it was 10,000 shares. Like a block is 10,000 shares.
Well, they talk about a block of 10,000 shares, but they could say a block of 100.
Oh, okay. So a block is just a term.
I think so.
Yeah,
But it's also a 20th of a mile, approximately.
it is approximately.
A city mile, a city block. Does that count the intersection or not? I don't know.
That's a good question. I think it does.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because the intersection.
Because it's street sign. It's street sign to street sign. I think.
Yeah, because the intersection has to count somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I've walked plenty of miles through the city, so I can attest to that. Of course, you don't want to count the street between the avenues in the city because that's about.
No, it's not, and that one's not even an even number.
Well, I wonder how many blocks there are between 6th Avenue and 7th Avenue around 42nd Street. Is that a big gap?
Between 6th and 7th?
I'm not sure.
It's another standard. I think it's 3-1, but I'm not sure.
Uh-huh. I know at some point it's quite a distance between 6th and 7th.
Yeah, no, it's constant. It's Broadway that messes things up.
Yeah. All right. I haven't been to the city in a long time, so I'm relying on my.
I was just gonna say the same thing. I haven't been to the city in like 7 years.
This wolf chart is actually getting me interested.
Kamal said, "Lehman effed me. I'm going to F the city."
Lehman F themselves.
I'll show them. Damned if I'm going to see another Broadway show.
I'm never coming back to that effing city.
Yeah, Lehman F themselves.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, actually, it was the Secretary of the Treasury, Paulson, left them.
well, because he was a Goldman guy, he had no interest in saving anybody else.
Yeah, he just wanted to get fold. He hated fold.
Right, so they get Goldman whole. He didn't care about anybody else.
Hold on, let me show you where to look for the information about that.
Yeah, it's somehow you got me interested in this chart, Kamal.
Yeah, I mean it's not like $1 million a share. It's
Can
like,
you see this, or you can't see it?
Well, you're still sharing just the graph.
Oh,
Wolf-
I'll fix it. No?
Oh, let me see if you put it on yourself. Let me increase my size here.
yeah, I see something red. Something says fog.
Oh,
This
too big to fail.
says Too Big to Fail by Andrew Ross Song.
Yes, that's right. Too big to
You know
fail.
who Andrew Ross is, don't you?
Yeah, he's one of our hosts on CNBC.
He's Squawk, yeah. He's a squawk box guy.
And that's why companies should not get that big,
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
because when a failure like that could really, crash everything.
What are people saying?
the last thing we're talking about was we've been responsive to everybody. They were talking about the miners. We talked about the miners. They were talking about
I think
Sava. We did Sava.
You think we answered Ken's question? Will miners also go higher?
Yeah, we did.
Dan
Dan was talking about Sava.
bullish signal. Okay.
So, yeah, these are all details about the Sava business.
About Sava. Okay.
Yeah.
And Ross?
he's saying that we're no better than the gorilla at Central Park Zoo.
Well, only if the gorilla in Central Park bought the Mag 7. Or invested in the Qs,
Which gorilla? Which one?
And see, did he put money behind his picks? Is the
I
question.
think
Is it the 800 pound one?
Russ is saying that my pet monkey could have done it just as well as we did.
We should invite him to the show.
Yeah. I mean, that's the implication of what he's saying. Not necessarily us, but miners are doing really bad.
Did you want to look at? I think there was one I wanted to look at before we head out.
I didn't do any of the ones. Did I do any of the ones?
You were going to do IBM and AMD. Did you want to talk about those guys?
Yeah, I could talk about something. I don't know.
Yeah, we might as well.
I know I didn't do. I hardly did any of the ones we said I was going to.
Well, we did the coin stuff.
We did the Carvana. We did.
Yeah, no, we did. We got close. The only thing we didn't do was the
mstr, the ibrx. We did most of them.
Yeah, we didn't do any of the pure tech plays from the big big seven adjacent.
ionq. We had earnings and they fell apart.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I'm in that one. So that one hurt me today. Not a good day for ionq. Look.
Wow.
They're projected. They increased revenues substantially, but at the same time, their earnings fell drastically. So they're a big earnings miss. And, they're not going to be profitable for a long time, but that's nothing new.
Yeah, well, we're used to that.
Closed below trend, so theoretically I should just dump it.
I mean, I'm still waiting for my microdosing stocks to start coming back, and that's only been.
You think I should dump this? The chart is telling me dump
No,
it.
you should just hold on.
Even though the chart says dump it.
I sold it yesterday, I must confess.
And you did good.
You had some of this? Come on.
I had like $1,000 worth of shares, not much.
Okay.
A small position. I sold it yesterday.
Well, whatever. You did the right thing. Look at it today.
You want to compare this against D-Wave?
I don't like when you get a break of trend. If you get a confirmation candle on Monday, it's really bad.
Yeah.
So I mean, the chart says this sucks. I'm not saying it. The chart says it.
Right.
The other one, D wave.
Yeah. D wave.
That one's doing better, right?
Well, there's a little sympathy, but we're still on a trend.
Came back a little today, but yeah, it looks okay. This one looks better. I'd rather be in this one than ionq. I am in this one. Maybe I'll just transfer some money over without increasing my bet, you know. This one looks much better. Much better. It actually is bullish. To me, it's bullish. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take it half my ionq and buy more of this. What do you think of that? That
That
Saturday?
makes sense. I backed up into this one again today also.
Yeah, this one looks much better than the other one.
Much better than ionq. Oh, now we covered everything, or not really?
You talked about IBM. You might as well do it.
IBM is a quantum play. I don't care what you say. It's got that scary looking island type formation. If it breaks down, it could gap down here. But then you do have the 50 to catch it, maybe. I'm not with the short-term chart. I've seen better. But, you know, I like the company. I like it for the long term. I like the fundamentals. I think they're a force to be reckoned with in quantum computing. I mean, there are many forces potentially to be reckoned with. We don't know who the winner's going to be. Who's calling me at this hour? Potential spam is what it says.
I'm sure it's not potential.
It says potential. So I see a trading range with a potential to go to the 50. At the 50, I definitely am adding.
Yeah, me too.
If it stays in the trading range, fine. I'll just ride the shares I have. You know, that's how I see this one. I like it. I could, if it comes down a little, I could add a little bit. You know, if it comes down to 179, 180, might be nibble time there.
Yeah.
So, being that I intend holding this one, I could average down on this one. I wouldn't be averaging down because I bought 130.
Yeah,
So
you'd be averaging up.
Averaging up.
The old buy high, sell higher.
Yeah, so I'm not afraid to add to my position somewhere down around 180. And I'm not sure that I will, but I might. You know, I no guarantee I will or I won't, but I did mention SPY. I always mention SPY.
Is it okay if I have one request for Apple today?
Apple? Sure.
Yeah.
A bite of the apple. Apple got a little pop when they said no more self-driving, right?
Yeah, they're bailing out of the cars. Remember, for a long while, we thought Lucid was going to partner with Apple.
This is a Kamal bottom. This is a Kamal buy it support. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it today. 180.18. 180.
I think that's a very good pickup.
Yeah, I agree.
You're going to get out at the 200. Is that it? You're looking just to get out quick at the 200.
Roughly, yes. Because by
the
way, I bought it. This is the third time I buy it, and I'm planning to sell it. So
let's see what the 200 is selling at 184, 183.90.
Yeah, I mean, every time I made a couple of grands on it.
Well, I think you should make the same couple of grand this time.
Yeah, right now I think this is the fair price of it, the overall fair price.
Yeah, I think this is a good pickup, Kamal. I like it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, I said, and we did cover most everything, right?
Yeah, we did a good job, and we're well into the 30-minute mark. So
All right, so then we'll call it a day. I'm not home, so I'm visiting. So I guess I'll be a polite guest
There you go.
and
Okay.
see you guys.
Happy leap day.
Oh
And
yeah,
happy rest of the leap
happy
day.
29th of February.
Take care, guys. Bye.
I'll see
Bye-bye
you
all.
next month. Ciao.